We saw in 2015, we saw, even with challenges of the the previous regime, we saw Uhuru coming to parliament and terminating services of 5 cabinet secretaries. 1 or 2 may have come back, but I'm saying there was an action that was cheered in parliament. I was with him in the parliament at that time. Yes. What we need is respect for the constitution. That respect for the constitution means that we don't need more discussions. Because as I said, from NADICO, remember we have an agreement between ODM and UDA. The agreement between Raila and Ruto was exclusive to other opposition leaders. And that led to the ODM party being given leaderships in parliament and also cabinet secretaries. We have seen even relatives of Raila being appointed even advisors of Ruto. Now advisors are going, I think they are over 100. Yet last year, he had said he was going to reduce by 50%. And we had seen even dissolving the whole cabinet because there was uprising. It doesn't require rock science to appreciate Martin Luther King's quote that in great times of challenge, of national disharmony, changes are not brought by the adjustments of the conforming majority. Those who are yes, those who want to be comfortable, their businesses don't to be touched, they are fearing for their security, or they are fearing for being politically alienated. In times of great crisis, Martin Luther King says, the non-violent leader from the United States of America, civil rights leader, said in times of national crisis, maladjustment of the bold, non-conforming minority is necessary. What we need today is to have the painful but necessary surgery, including how we think, what we do. So about how we do it. So Akabado should not come here and start playing safe because I don't want to be seen like I'm very intolerant of what is happening, or because I don't want to be seen by people from Nyeri like I'm an extremist. I'm telling you, we need to be very extreme when it comes to integrity, when it comes to ethics, when it comes to the sanctity of human life, and when it comes to opposing gluttony and violation of the very constitution that we give to ourselves and to posterity. With all due respect, the state of Kenya today is not calling for piecemeal changes where they are proposed where they are proposed by this one or the other one. The comprehensive changes are already in the constitution. We have the requisite enabling legislations. We have people who are elected to be delegates from the ward level all the way to the presidency. What we need today is total, absolute, unapologetic compliance to the law. Unfortunately, and this brings discomfort to people, even in more holes. Unfortunately, the current leadership, the echelon of leadership in Kenya, where the buck stops, is incorrigible, is unable, is unhygienic, and only a replacement of the national leadership will bring the required changes. I want to say I am very doubtful, and I remain a pessimist as to the ability of Ruto and his sycophants to change Kenya.
So what do you say? Thank you. The Constitution is our conclave. We don't need any other...
The Constitution is our conclave.
Thank you. Right.
I think I need to do a bit of a rebuttal, of course, correcting some...
Yeah, even as we prepare now to give our
final remarks.
Yes, final remarks.
My senior senator did mention that we don't export much of the things to be able to avert that import cover that I've said historic over 17 years. We've never had the largest, import cover. We have enough forex. And I wanted to mention to him some of the programs that the Kenya Kwanza government has done. For instance, opening up the aspect of the online space where we now have many Kenyans. And by the way, Kenya is leading on the online trading and online works. Even the other day, I saw a clip that was being done even in the US that Kenya are the ones leading, like the young people almost across. They are earning so much dollars coming into the country because they work, because of an enabling environment that Kenya has been able to create. Some of the other thing, by the way, we've had over 400,000 Kenyans actually going out to work. There is the highest level of export of talent, export of labor. This is one of the spaces that then has been expanded by government, just as they've been doing in every other sector. What has that done? It has been able to have our country have enough of the forex. And that is why we have now stability. Were these things there before 2022? No. When we talked about the 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic, it looked like a story. But right now, when you look at all the TFET institutions, those are the places now where young Kenyans can be able to go work. This is now part of the things that we're talking about, initiatives by government that they've been able to do to be able then to promote that space. I wanted to also mention also that true, respecting the rule of law, I think being objective and